Gave you my 20s, I gave you my spine. Bent till I broke and I called it divine. I held your hand through the screaming and tears, and I swallowed my dreams for 17 years. I learned to be small so you could be tall. I caught every fragment whenever you'd fall. I memorized your pills and your therapy scripts, and I lied to our parents about your worst slips. You don't remember my favorite song. You don't recall the day I was strong. But I stayed and I stayed and I stayed till my own light started to fade. This is what I did for love. I buried myself and I called it enough. I carried your weight and I carried your shame, till I didn't even recognize my own name. This is what I did for you. I broke every promise I ever made to my own truth. I stood in the fire and I called it home. Now I'm standing here and I'm all alone. I remember the night you forgot who I was. You looked at my face and you called me because I fed you your dinner, I tucked you to bed, and I whispered your name like a prayer in my head. I forgave the sharp words, the silence, the cold. I forgave all the years that I quietly sold. I forgave you for leaving me here in the dark, but I can't forgive myself for losing my spark. You don't remember our wedding day. You don't recall the words I'd say. But I stayed and I stayed and I stayed till my own soul began to decay. This is what I did for love. I buried myself and I called it enough. I carried your weight and I carried your shame, till I didn't even recognize my own name. This is what I did for you. I broke every promise I ever made to my own truth. I stood in the fire and I called it home. Now I'm standing here and I'm all alone. Would I do it again? Yes. Because love isn't wings. It's a wound that won't mend. It's staying when every bone says to leave. It's bleeding for someone who can't even grieve. It's holding the weight till your arms give out, and learning to live with the silence and doubt. This is what I did for love. I gave you the stars and I gave you the sun, and when you were gone I had nothing left except the ghost of the